Hey guys, Patrick and Travis here. I've got two really cool budget-friendly drills to review today. This is the Warrior 18-volt drill from Harbor Freight, and this is the 20-volt Hyper Tough drill from Walmart and various other retailers. So let's get off with the straight-up comparison, then I'll move into my opinion and try to keep this video as short and user-friendly as possible. So, first off, chuck size. Chuck size is very important. Both of these have a 3/8 inch chuck. I really haven't seen any different in the chuck quality overall. That being said, for all of you that don't understand why chuck size is important, this is a bit. The chuck size determines the maximum thickness that bit can be, in this case 3/8 inch. Your bigger industrial drills will have a 1/2 inch chuck size, which allows them to take the bigger 1/2 inch chuck drills. So that's pretty important if you're going to be drilling with those bigger drill sizes. Next up, flashlight. Flashlight location is on the top on the Warrior, right above the pistol grip. Flashlight location on the Hyper Tough is on the bottom, right above the battery compartment. Of the two, Warrior has a little better flashlight location. You can go over a board and still light up what you're drilling, is what I found to be very, very handy, especially on my tractor cab build, which if you haven't seen it, I really recommend it. It's kind of a cool project I did. Okay, batteries. Batteries are the lifeblood of your drill. The Hyper Tough features a 20-volt max lithium battery with a 1.5 amp hour rating, which is pretty good for the price. Whereas the 18-volt Warrior battery features a 1.3 amp hour rating. It is important to note that there is one significant difference in charging mechanisms too for these batteries. The Warrior charges from this port on the back, whereas the Hyper Tough, you just click it into a charger and charge the battery that way. I kind of like the Hyper Tough method, but they both have their pros and cons. That being said, we're now on to the ratcheting mechanism. A ratcheting mechanism is the mechanism that, right here on the drill, determines what you can ratchet out at, meaning you're drilling into a board, you want to only put it into 15 foot-pounds. At 15 foot-pounds, you set that. All of a sudden, click, 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 you're ratcheting out. That means you don't damage what project you're working on by over-tightening the bolt and actually screwing deeper into the wood than you need to be. On that note, you can have an adjustment range of 15 foot-pounds for the Hyper Tough, and you have an adjustment range of 19 foot-pounds on the Warrior. Okay, ergonomics. As you can tell, looking at these two drills, from a looks perspective, the Hyper Tough kind of looks cooler. From an ergonomic perspective, one important thing, the Warrior has a little more angled of a hand grip, and I really love the way it feels. It's by far one of the favorite feeling drills that I have. Whereas the Hyper Tough has a very straight handle, and I found that, if you see right here, when I'm holding this drill, it's very close up to the pistol grip. My finger will actually hit the pistol grip sometimes when I'm using it. So not really the most ergonomic drill for a big-handed guy like me. Also, the selector switch is a little bit easier to switch back and forward on the Warrior because it's bigger and in a better location, whereas the selector switch on the Hyper Tough is just a little bit more back and a little bit smaller and harder to click back and forward is what I found. So, I think I've covered all the important details. Onto my opinion. As I said at the beginning, both of these drills are a huge pro to own either one of them, which is why I have both. The reason to own the Warrior is most pronounced by the fact that it is an absolutely incredible drill in and of itself. You can put a 1-inch bit in this and drill through 6 inches thick of wood, is what I've found in my experience, without a problem. That being said, the Hyper Tough, on the other hand, isn't really the overall best drill in the world from that regard. It doesn't have a whole lot of torque when you're going into anything. The reason this drill stands out is because, as I said, the lifeblood of a drill is its battery. And this battery and Hyper Tough's drill line means that you can use it with any number of their accessories, including this Sawzall or this ratchet out Hyper Tough driver, or their circular saw, their chainsaw, their radio, and whatever else they happen to be coming out this week. They've been expanding their line like crazy. So getting the Hyper Tough means you have a huge number of accessories. And normally, when you buy the Hyper Tough, you're getting it with a set. For 56 bucks, you get all the tools I just showed you. The Sawzall, the impact driver, and the drill, plus a flashlight for 56 bucks. That's not bad. That's $12.50 a tool you can normally find that for. I think the other time when it's not on sale, it's about 80 bucks, but I can find it for 56 bucks normally. Warrior, on the other hand, is about 27 bucks normally. $22 on sale is what I found. So there you have it. That's my honest review. If you're picking it for a drill, pick the Warrior. If you're picking it for accessories and a ton of cool tools, take the Hyper Tough, because the Warrior doesn't have any accessories but a flashlight. So, hoping you have a fantastic day. Patriot Contraption signing out, and I'll see you in the next project video. Really looking forward to it.